Saya minum, saya judi, I smoking, I drunk, and gamble, and saya juga pakai obat-obat terlarang. I use the drug. Saat itu saya lari ke Batam. After that I go to Batam. Saya cerai, saya lari ke Batam. After I divorce, I go to Batam. Dan saya mencari kerja, and I looking of the job. Di Batam saya kerja di Memory Karaoke. At Batam I working in the Memory Karaoke sebagai mami, as Mama San. Setelah bertahun-tahun saya kerja seperti itu, after how many years I work like that, mama tiri saya yang nomor 4 berdoa datang ke Batam. My stepfather number 4 come to Batam. Then every day dia pray kasih saya. And every day, every morning she pray for Sister Early. Selama 1 bulan, for 1 month. Sudah itu saya sempat dalam 1 bulan saya sempat mimpi, and during that 1 month I have a dream. Saya mimpi Tuhan Yesus waktu dia ditusuk di kayu salib, waktu tombaknya ditusuk di perut dia, saya teriak. In the dream I saw Jesus is excluded like beast. And she scream, and she screaming. Saya bilang, jangan, tapi say no, cannot do like that. Tuhan bilang, aku lakukan ini untuk kamu, untuk kedua kalinya. But Jesus say, this will happen with me because I do for you. This is for the second time Jesus told her like that. Tapi saya masih mengeraskan hati. But after that I still don't stopping to do all this. Saat itu saya cuma katakan, mama tiri saya bawa banyak kawan-kawannya pendeta datang ke rumah, tapi semua saya usir. During that time my stepmother always call the friend or the pastor to come to my place to pray for me, but I always rejected them. Saat itu saya waktu itu saya kena cancer payudara, and that time I have the cancer breast. Sudah itu saya bilang, saya cuma katakan, Tuhan, kalau memang Tuhan ada, kalau memang Tuhan hidup, saya nggak minta apa-apa, saya cuma minta kasih saya seorang laki-laki. In that time, she only pray to God, not pray lah, just talk to God, say, if you is alive, you is really Jesus is there, give me a man to marry me. Seorang laki-laki yang baik yang mau terima saya apa adanya. The good man like one receive me like this. Karena saya nggak melihat salah satu yang baik dalam diri saya. Saya minum, saya judi, saya rokok, saya obat, ya. Dan saya waktu itu sudah umur 30 lebih. Saya janda punya anak 2. Jadi gak ada yang baik yang ada dalam diri saya. Because that time she thinking like she 30 years plus old and have 2 children and not good in her life, like smoking dan gambling and all is not good in her life, and she thinking if really God will send one man for her, she will believe it. 3 bulan kemudian, after 3 months, datang seorang laki-laki yang gak sengaja. Come one man from Singapore to Batam. Saya sebagai mami, saya kenalin dia perempuan, tapi dia nggak mau. Because that time I'm his Mama San, and I introduce him to my girl, but he don't want. Dia datang ke rumah saya first time, dia bilang dia cuma mau kenal saya. After that day, she come again in the next day. He come to her house and he say, I only want you, I don't want the other girl. Saya bilang saya nggak boleh karena saya mami. And she say, I cannot because I'm his Mama San. Dia bilang, Waktu itu dia datang ke rumah dan dia kasih di bawah asbak saya $500. But the man come to her house and after that leave money in the table is 500 similar. Saya bilang, wow, ini orang oke ya. First time I saw like that, I feel, wow, this man is good. I not do anything but he give me money. Second time kira-kira 2-3 hari lagi dia datang lagi. The second time is 2 or 3 days later he come again. Dan dia datang waktu itu dia kasih $2,000 Sing. And that time she come and he give me 2,000 Sing dollar. Selanjutnya dia datang rutin tiap 1 minggu 1 kali dan dia selalu kasih saya uang gitu. After during that time every week he will come to her house and give her money. Nggak sampai 3 bulan dia bilang dia mau ajak saya ke Singapura dan kita ROM ya. Until not yet 3 months, yeah, the man told her, "Are you want come to me to Singapore to do register ROM, register?" Saya bilang, apa yang kamu lihat dari saya gitu? And she asking the man, "What you looking at me?" Dia bilang nggak tahu. And the man say, "I don't know. Kamu mau kawin sama saya atau enggak? Are you want married with me or no?" Dia bilang, ya mau lah. Ya kan, dan dengan segala keberadaan saya mau. And Sister Early say, yeah, I want because the man like really good in her eyes. Akhirnya kami menikah di Singapura. After that we married at Singapore. Dengan catatan saya nggak boleh bawa kedua anak saya. But if the man say if you married me, you cannot bring your 2 sons. Makanya anak saya 2 saya taruh di Jakarta. After that my son I leave it in Jakarta. Kita cuma tinggal berdua di Ang Mo Kio. We only stay together, 2 of us in Ang Mo Kio. Saya cuma boleh tengok anak saya 1 tahun 1 kali. And I only can meet my son is 1 year 1 time. Waktu itu saya sempat mau bunuh diri. During that time I'm thinking I want suicide. Saya pikir kok hidup begini gitu. I thinking why my life like that. Setelah itu saya pulang ke Indonesia. Saya selalu karena di rumah selalu sendiri. And after that I back to Indonesia, but in there I always alone. Saya suka nonton, saya suka baca. I like to watching TV and I like to reading. Waktu itu saya beli buku-buku banyak, semua buku-buku porno. Saya juga beli video-video porno untuk saya nonton. That time I always buy the book and the video about the pornography. Waktu siang nggak ada orang, saya setel itu film. In the afternoon is nobody at home, I will watch the movie. Saya lagi menyaksikan film itu, tiba-tiba film itu berubah. Film porno itu berubah jadi Via Dolorosa. Via Jalan Salib. One day I watching the TV, suddenly the skin is changed, is the way to the cross. Yeah. Via Dolorosa, saya melihat Tuhan Yesus pikul salib, darahnya banyak, kejujuran, sampai dia disalib. Saya bilang, jangan Tuhan, jangan lakukan itu. Tapi dia tersenyum dan dia bilang, saya lakukan ini buat kamu. Untuk 3 kalinya saya dengar kata-kata itu. And that time I saw again Jesus brought the cross. And he's so many blood and blood always anywhere is blood. And Jesus turned to her and say, this all I do for you. This for the 3rd time Jesus say like that to her. Saya katakan, Tuhan, saya ini masuk neraka pun saya nggak layak. And she say to Jesus, people like me